Hello. Oh, microphone. Hello. We have music, and it's synthwave, which is always fun. How are we all? Hello, Roman. Hello, JT. Hello, Scott. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in, out, on. I don't know. Oh, did I press that button? I'm going to press that button. I don't know what that does. Press the button. So, how are we this fine Wednesday evening? Welcome to the trains. Welcome to the coding. I got nothing to say. Let's just let's do that. Let's jump in. What is on the agenda? What is on the agenda? You know, there's a thing called pull requests and issues and things, and I don't think I got any, but let's just double check. No pull requests, no issues other than the ones that are already there that we're going to politely ignore now, because actually no, we're not. Wait, there's one here that I think I'm going to do. Where are we? This one. No, not that one. This one. Decided today is dependency injection day because there was some annoying code committed last week. Worked well, but kind of annoying. So I'm going to fix it, and then I thought, well, I'll fix this too. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So we have our wonderful pointer. I'd forgotten about the pointer. If we go to a track, we get this cool preview thing which shows you what the track is going to be, and it even it works out what it's going to be, which I can show you. Here we go. So here it would be sideways, here it would be sideways, but here it would be vertical. So this preview thing is cool, but it's just the code is in the wrong spot. It's in the cursor, the tool code, and that's not good. It's kind of ugly. So what I want to do is I want to fix that. This music is very loud, but kind of cool. So what I want to do, where are we? We need to go to the track tool. The way this works at the moment is track tool is a tool and it is a previewable tool. And that's bad because it does double duty essentially, and previewable tool doesn't actually have anything to do with the tool. Excuse me. All it does is gets a column in a row. Hello, neighbor Laura. Watching streamed music. Is this the neighbor Laura who recorded a track yesterday? I watched a few minutes of that. Welcome. I hope you like whatever this is. So yeah, I want to make this standalone. I want to basically have a whole separate class that does this method, because this method has nothing to do with the rest of this. And then what's the other thing I want to do? Oh yes, so the other problem is if we go to track layout renderer, the other problem is these things. So this renderer is cached, and it opts into that by implementing this interface. And this interface can implement a layer renderer, for example, because it's a type of layer renderer. But if I get rid of this from here, this will stop working. I'm pretty sure. This will just not draw any tracks now. And that's not good. So let's just wait for about 20 minutes while Visual Studio builds my code. Oh, here we go. It's going. I should really remember not to sing. I did the whole thing today with the standing desk, singing along with the headphones on, and you know, it's a good thing I work from home. Okay, I am completely wrong about my assumptions. This worked. That's a surprise. That's a very big surprise. Really? I'm really shocked that worked. In fact, I don't even believe it. I'm just gonna do this. Whenever I guess something doesn't have I guess this must do. Let's find out. What are we working on? We're working with DI stuff. We're working with DI stuff, which I had a couple of things in mind to do, and it turns out one of them I don't need to do. So this could be another one of those things from like, we're going to do this tonight, and then 20 minutes later I've finished and I've got no idea what else to do. But let's just see. What are we looking at here? What's a T? It's an anonymous type. Excellent. This is going to take a while, isn't it? Okay. Let's. Oh. There are. See. System.type. I always forget that, and well, it's annoying. And I've missed it. Oh, right. Anyway, apparently I'm wrong, so I'm just gonna go and close this issue. So iTool and iDraggable tool should be sorted, so you don't need to express both. Yeah, that's very interesting. I wonder why I thought that wasn't working. Like, did I even test it? Did I just forget to have this interface implement the other interface? Possibly. Custom cursor is interesting. Custom cursor is another one that I think should be a separate class, because again, this has no logic. This doesn't need anything in here, I don't think. So yeah, I think we'll fix that. I should put my phone on silent. Thank you, Jim Bob SquarePants, for the question. No, we're not using named dependencies. Maybe. We'll get to that. What am I doing? Finding the rest of the draggable tools. Hang on. I can't see any results. There aren't any. Excellent. Alright, let's make sure that still works as well. And then, boy, that was the fastest GitHub issue resolution. They say talking while coding is difficult, but it turns out just talking is difficult. Hello, Adrian. Welcome. How are we? How is sunny Queensland? Yeah, this works great. So, I'm an idiot, and there we are. Best resolution to an issue ever. Oh dear. Queensland is chilly, yeah, I'll bet. Liar. Alright, so what are we doing? Okay, let's go to... The way I like to do these things, or the way I want to do these things, is I'm going to write how I want the code to look, and then somehow make it work. So, what do we want? We want a... Let's add a class in here. "23 degrees is definitely not chilly. It is a temperature on our heating that is banned. Heating must not go above 20, it's a rule. So what I want to do is I want to have a previewer, and I want this to be a, well, I guess this name should change. Let's do this for now. This is a tool previewer, and so what I want to do is I want to be able to say this class knows how to preview a track tool. Yeah, that makes sense. And then have Magic DI do whatever it is that Magic DI does. Sorry, let me just minimize some windows because they're distracting me. Oh, I forgot. I should plug the music. Going with some synthwave today, especially for Darren. And, but yes, good old Stream Beats, Harris Heller. He does good work. Unfortunately, no synthwave editor IDE themes. The middle of this. You're from, well, see, now I don't want to say, I don't want to dox you, but are you from a small town in the southern edge of New South Wales, just north of the Victorian border? Am I remembering correctly, JT? Oh, no, wait, no, you're on the other side of the one where there's two towns and they're split by a river. See, completely not doxing. Anyway, yeah, so I want to be able to say, hey, I know how to preview a track, but have nothing necessarily to do with the track itself. In fact, I kind of don't even like saying I know how to preview a track tool, because it might be nice to be able to say, I know how to preview a track, and then have the tool say, I'm a tool that knows how to do stuff with tracks. I was right the first time. So like, yeah. Now I really want to know whether I was right, because I'm gonna have to message you on Teams or something. I'm having a thing where I remember something. Hey, Broken Hill! That's what I was going to say. Yay! I was going to go with Mad Max Country, and I wasn't sure, because, you know, I almost drove to Broken Hill once. I should clarify, from Mildura, which is very close, relative to Melbourne. Then I turned onto a road, and it was a dirt road, and I kept going for a bit, and then there was a sign that said, this dirt road continues for 88 kilometres, and then I turned around and went back. Because I did not have any type of tyres or car that was for that. Broken Hill could be a code name for the terrain enhancements. That's not a bad... It's pretty Darren. That's all it's good for, is saying. Wait, hang on, you drove to Queensland. You were allowed to drive to Queensland? I thought you... Didn't they close all of the borders? I'm just jealous. I'm not allowed to drive anywhere. I haven't even gone to the supermarket all week. But tomorrow, bread. Alright, back to work. So, here's what I figure are the two ways this could go. In fact, I'm just going to do this. The only Brit among people from Oz. Yes, Roman, it is. Usually there's actually more Europeans here than tonight. Apparently it's all Aussies today, but that's good. It seems like, well, there's no... I don't think I'm yet to have an Aussie turn up randomly in a stream. Only Europeans have ever done that. I think the whole Twitch thing with Aussies is still working out. Hey, from India, welcome. Welcome aboard. We're spanning the globe. This is good. Thank you for hanging out with us. I don't recognize the name, but so just in case, welcome. But if it's not your first time, that's cool too. When in lockdown, live vicariously through trains. I'm one of these weird people who don't mind lockdown, because this is how I live my life anyway. So what do we think? Which is better? Track tool on the interface or track tool on the class? I kind of like this. I'm going to admit, I kind of like this. Plus, this means that the interface can have a method where it can sort of provide you with the thing that you're previewing. So that could be nice. Not that it's very useful. Yeah, I kind of like this. So here's what we're going to do. This is like TDD, but completely different. I have written some code. It's not a failing test. It's just code that doesn't compile. And now the job is to make it work. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to put that there. And we better create an interface. And it's interface of T. Now, I guess T needs to be a tool, which makes sense. And then we're gonna pull this fella up to the interface. I wonder why it's offering me things. Interesting. Error-driven development is definitely what it is. It's actually a like really often used technique of mine, and obviously I didn't invent it, but I love like renaming a method and then just you click on the error list. It's like, oh, here's my to-do list of everything I have to change. It's just as much fun as like actually using rename functionality sometimes. Okay, I guess I need a constructor. And we better take in a track layout and apparently track renderer. Now, can I do this all in one go? No. I need to remember to write down these ideas because I work on the team now. All right, cool. So this is what we have. This is fine. This was not going to be a challenge to get this to compile, but obviously it doesn't do anything at the moment. So let's get rid of previewable tool. And here we are. We get rid of previewable tool and we can, I believe, use our to-do. That's a bug. Why isn't anything? There we are. Here's our to-do list. So we need to fix this. Okay, so obviously I can make this a tool previewer. Not obviously at all, because of course it's not public. This VS Code theme. Hello, Aaron. Welcome. I don't know what it is, but VS Code just never quite feels right. The refactoring tools just aren't there. All right, so I can't do this, right? Because this is generic. And I need to provide this at compile time. So I can't do anything like this dot. Well, see, IntelliSense is too smart. It won't even let me type it to show you. And so I can't do anything like current tool dot get type, right? That's not going to work. So this is where it gets interesting. How do we get our tool previewer in? That's an interesting question. We could go the lazy way. So the lazy way would be to do an ordered list. Sorry, no, we don't even need an ordered list. We could do an IEnumerable of tool previewers. Oh, I can't. Oh, see, that's interesting. Yes, no, because I need that to be. So I could. Okay, hang on, no. Well, I can do this. Let's just keep thinking through this. So I can do a non-generic interface, and this can implement it, right? So now, other than avoiding empty interfaces, this will now happily inject any tool previewer. And then I could look through this list and I could find the one that I want. But, you know, that's not very nice. I really would like to just be able to say here, basically, you know, give me a tool. So I think, and yes, Darren, you're correct. Factories is the way to go. Although I don't know about factories. That's too many factories. Hello, Mitch. Welcome. Sorry, I didn't notice you sneak in there. Chat is going off and I can't keep up. And also, it's very colourful. I like this. There's some nice colours. Yes, so factory. So how would you want to inject a factory? That's the question. So we already have ordered list, right? This is the only other sort of custom DI thing I've made. And I guess we can go the same way. So we would have, I'm not even sure, like what would you do if you do a factory? This is actually harder than I thought, because I can't do, like you can't do open generics like that, right? So I can't say I want a tool preview a factory. And it feels pretty silly to just say, yeah, just give me a factory. Just, you know, do it all at runtime. A factory that takes a resolver, then resolves against the container. Yes, that's how the... I might be missing... That's how I would implement it, but I'm trying to work out how I want to write the code first. I'm weird like this. A factory... But yeah, a factory... What? So I got to ask the factory for an iTool previewer factory? I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea at all. This is interesting. Maybe this is harder than I thought, or I should give up. No, I'm not going to give up. Because the other thing I want, and maybe runtime's not the worst thing in the world, because the other thing that it would be nice to do, so this, does this take, oh no, so this doesn't take the list of tools, but yeah, the thing that owns this takes in the game, takes in a list of tools. I'd also like it maybe to work on like a list of things, layers, right? So track, train, terrain, you know, whatever the things are we have. And then just go and say, hey, who's got a tool that can work with this? So I guess runtime makes sense for that. But then, I don't know, because that sort of essentially means I'm just taking in the entire container, which seems a bit wasteful. I guess we'll start with that. What is it actually? What do we get here? An IEnumerable object. Really? No, that can't be right. Hang on a minute. Ah, service provider. Yeah, see, I could just do this. Oh, what? Who? Hang on. Whoa, we have some generic code pasted into a chat. This is let's just let me just put this here so we can all look at it with colors. Oh, it's a method. Let me put it here so we can look at it with colors. So you want to preview get preview of T? Yes. Resolved. Yeah, see the open generic thing, that's cool. This, I like this idea, but where does this live, right? And so what I want to do is this method, I want this method to live, oh, I guess it could live on a non-generic class. No, but then no, then it wouldn't have a method called getPreviewer. I mean, I could manually create sort of factories for each thing, but that seems a bit silly too. Maybe I do just have to go with yeah, see, tool preview trade, but then I've got to create factories for everyone manually. Maybe I just go with iService Provider. I could do iService Provider. Let's start with that. Maybe all it is a fancy extension method. I don't know if I'm allowed to inject an iService Provider. And you know what? Let's just find out. I think this should compile, right? No. What did I do? Oh yeah, right. Yeah, okay. I wonder if the container adds itself to itself. I'm guessing it doesn't. Reduce a func in the container that can resolve that. Yeah, that's probably how I'll do the actual work, but I could have sworn I just pressed rename them. I really would like this definition to be nicer than that, but wait, can I do a func there? No. Nah, see, it's because I can't specify the generics. Unless I did some magic where I said I want an iTool previewer, and just by convention there always has to be a generic type of that. But I mean, I suppose you could do, All right, well, it seemed happy enough to inject the service provider, so that's good. I suppose you could do this here. No, that still doesn't help me. Still have to call that via reflection. Grr. I'm pretty sure I need to use F# for this. I'm not going to be clear, but I'm pretty sure I need to. Yes, I know. I don't like that. I don't want to take the whole container. I mean, convention's not the worst thing in the world because it is my code base, so it's gonna be hard to get wrong. I could do like fanciness and run and analyze. I really would. The best thing in the world would be if you could have a collection of open generics or something. That would be ideal, but you can't inherit from func. See, I'm not sure what func like. So anything here, I can't define anything here that's generic, unless I do the cheat thing and use the non-generic type. Okay, there is another way actually. There is another way. So the generic here is the problem, but all right, so what if I do this? I want a tool previewer. Let's get rid of this. And I want my track previewer. So it's just a preview now, but we still have to define the tool somewhere. So can I do that? No, that's a type. No, I think can't do that. I could do an attribute here. I don't know, like a scope. So you could do something like that. Then the injection is easy, and you define. So then what I can do, this is very MEF style. This is how MEF works. Is you would then say I tool. I've forgotten what I called it. What did I call it? Yeah, tool preview. Oh, we lost you using it. See, then what you would normally do there is you would go that, but see, yeah, I don't want to inject that. Actually, you know what? Because this is always going to be runtime, this is actually probably a terrible idea, terrible first use case. It generates IL on the fly. I like it. I mean, I'm not above a source generator, I will admit. Yeah, this definitely needs to be okay. So this definitely needs to be a factory. There's no two ways about that. This definitely needs to be a factory because I need to be able to. I need to be able to get this at runtime. I guess it's going to have to take a type as well, which is fine. So then I can basically say previewer equals. Hang on. No, I want you to introduce a field, please. Okay, don't. Apparently it doesn't want to introduce a field. That one. Build a tool preview microservice to be hosted in Kubernetes. Alright, that's enough, Scott. How'd you go? Nobody mentions Kubernetes in my chat. Yes, Roman, exactly. That is what I'll end up with creating in this class. So much like ordered list, right? So here we have this ordered list is essentially your factory for a list. And so it gets the services, it does what it wants to do, which is in this case ordering, and then it's fine. That's what I'll definitely end up with on the sort of container side. But yeah, I just want the usage side to be really nice. So we would go here, preview factory, and we would pass in tool.get type. Yeah, so actually in this case for this class, there's no way around this, which, so that's, I mean, so this is okay, right? Then we just go here, we go, yeah, preview. Oh, I should upgrade to C#9. Oh, apparently I already have. So this is cool. This is cool from the usage side, where we have to get it at runtime. We can have a func, so that's cool. I'm happy with that. In usage, do you care about the type or that it's the right type, as it were? Sometimes yes, maybe. So what I would like to do with this, well, actually maybe not. Maybe on the consuming side, I never know, but I'm not sure. So for example, where's an example? See here, this iTrack renderer, right? So this is a previewer that deals with a track tool, right? So it's at the track level. And then I want a renderer that deals with the track level. And in fact, I also want a storage mechanism that deals with the track level. So I kind of think maybe in the long run, it would be really nice to be able to say, hey, I'm for a track and I want a layout. Maybe you'd say here for a track, or maybe it would somehow be automatic, but basically just say, no, so yeah, you'd want it to be automatic. You'd want it to say, give me a renderer and give me a layout, and have everything just work automatically and say, right, well, you're in the track group, so I will get you those services from the track group, which really does mean we can't use generics. This has to be an attribute. So what we've worked out is I'm reinventing Meth. I could just use Meth, it is in .NET Core, but that's no fun. Yeah, so I kind of like the idea of doing this. Basically, hey, I care about tracks. Give me one of these that cares about tracks, give me one of these that cares about tracks, and away we go. I think that would be fun. A factory TV resolve V is, yes, I don't know. There's too many generic types there. I don't understand that. Also, I have not checked the chat in a while, so I'm just going to read back for a minute. Yeah, so okay, cool. So in this case, I need a func because I need this at runtime. But in this case, I also would like an automatic mechanism. So I guess we're definitely going to have to go with no generics on this, because this just doesn't work, right? Hey, welcome along, Morning, who has just joined the Discord. Welcome. What's the term? I don't know. Respected member number 4, but some other term than respected. But welcome. Yeah, okay, so this needs to be non-generic. This needs to be a func, so we need to wire that. All right, well, let's wire this up first. I really like this idea. I really do. I don't know how I'm going to do it, though, so I'm going to undo it for now. More undos. That'll do. Scopeless enough, sure. All right. Oh, I can't undo this yet, can I? Because I need to... How am I going to write my func? Interesting. Anyway, let's... Can we extract this to a method? No, wait. A local function. Take it back. This is wire up ordered list. And then we're going to wire up func. So we're just going to wire up a bunch of these things. I don't really care for now whether they're actually needed or not. We'll worry about that later. What do they call it? Func. All right, so we want a func, a type, comma, T, where T is this T, confusingly enough. So this is a type of, now I know I can do this to get the open generic for both. You know what would be really cool is if I could do that and like specify one. But that doesn't compile. Wasn't sure, thought maybe it might compile. Never mind. And so then now we specify our type arguments. Okay, so this is easy. Hang on a minute. Oh, I have to actually create a func. Oh, hang on. That might be hard. Interesting. We'll see. All right, how do I create a func? Can I... I've never thought about how to create a delegate without... That's very, very interesting. Maybe I do need to have a proper factory type. It's certainly going to be easier, isn't it? All right, let's make life easier for me. So we're going to call this a factory. I'm lazy. What can I say? Where's my dependency injection stuff? Where does it live? Is it in here? Yes. Probably needs to be public. So this is a factory. Wait. I don't need that anymore. Okay. So this is a factory of T, and it has one method, which is get T. Good idea. And what are we going to do? Let's, for now, we'll just do this. No, we don't need this. Hang on. No, we do. Wait a minute. Utilities namespace. Of course there is. What else would there be? Hang on. Let's think about this. This is a factory that creates our tool. This is weird. So this, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's a bit weird. No, wait. Oh no, this isn't supposed to be. It's not supposed to be. Sorry, it's not supposed to be the namespace. Just the folder. This is a little weird, but that's all right. We'll take it. It's just a bit. I don't like how the. Yeah, needs a better name maybe. And I think the activator create instance might actually happen outside as well, but we'll work that out. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing, so everybody ignore me. There we are. Alright, so that's better. I'm not implementing power and water. I might implement electricity. I'll make no promises. They can be in the services. Just not at all confusing. Alright. What are we doing here? What does it say? Remove the parameter. Okay. Okay, so what we want... Alright, let's do this again. We want a factory of T. And we want to add a... I don't think I want a singleton, but let's go with it for now. So what is this doing here? This is passing in... Oh no, we are actually passing in the instances, aren't we? Just gonna copy this code because I mean, I've loaded. How bad could it be? Yeah, no, we are. We're passing the instances. What am I doing? I've forgotten what I'm doing. Oh yes, I need to. Okay, this thing has to work out the right filtering. Yeah, okay. I worked it out. It's alright, guys. Stick around. It gets worse. I don't know. Send train to jail. Objects. Okay, so these are... Wait, why isn't this a T? Oh, that's presumably just for wiring up reasons. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So we are simply going to make a... What am I missing here? Oh, I'm missing... I know what I'm missing. Right. Okay, so here we're just going to store these. This is fine. What I'm missing is, in this method, we don't do this at all. What we're doing, we look through our services and find one that knows about type. That's what we do. Which means we're back to, boo, not there. We're back to, how do we tell our thing here that we want to do with trucks? Excuse me. So I think an attribute is the way to go. I think it's pretty much the only way to go. So we are going to call this 4. Anyone have any naming suggestions? Let's do some bike shedding, people. What color do you want your bike shed? Blue, green, 7. 7? Is 7 a color? No. 4. Scope. No. I don't know. What is it doing? It is saying, I know how to do these things. Yeah, I'm a previewer for this thing. For tool is a little specific. I think this attribute can be generic. Scope could be confusing with the scopes, and yet that's kind of what we're doing. Maybe. Provides. That's interesting, but it doesn't provide a track tool. I would almost say consumes. Ooh, context. Context is not bad. I like context. I like context. Scope go? What? Oh dear. Ah, Scott, you have just so much... I have just so much better emoji than I have. No, emote. It's much better emote use than I, as I don't use any. I like context. I really like context, actually, because that fits better for maybe hopefully in future when this just says, yeah, this is track context. I like that. I'm going to totally do that. I just need to work out where to put the attribute. Guessing it goes in utilities. Yes, it does. Hitched to, aw, best friend of. Seer as it creates previews. Welcome, Sparkle108. Hello again. You're thinking too specifically, though. I appreciate the suggestion, but the intention is this will be used for more things eventually. It's an attribute, and therefore it needs an attribute usage attribute. I love that attributes in attributes. It's just the best thing. And then it goes on classes. And, ooh, allow multiple. Yeah, why not? Inherited. Let's leave that off. I don't know. And then we need a constructor. Context type context. That was annoying. Bad autocomplete. Does attribute usage have an attribute usage attribute? Survey says it does. That's awesome. How did they first compile the attribute class? They must have first compiled it without the attribute on it, and then added it. Oh, that's cool. It's a bootstrapped attribute. Let me say acrobat. Can't talk anymore. Oh no, it's got a utilities namespace. Quick, fix it. No, I've lost the code again. Which one of you keeps moving my files? There it is. Found it. Ha. Take that. Coupled to would like a train coupling. Oh, that's nice. I don't know enough about trains to then know what the equivalent of a factory is. All right, so this has a context. Okay, so back to our factory. Do we want to do this? Let's create a dictionary here. So we're going to go, tell you what, we're going to copy some link. Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's what we're going to copy. I'm going to copy that. I can't believe there's no null checks in here, considering this is a... Why isn't that nullable? That's weird. This can contain nulls, but this is not giving me a nullable. That's weird. Okay, so from services, we're going to get the context. Whoops. Context attribute dot context. That needs a question mark, surely. I'm sorry, I just don't believe you, compiler. What's wrong with that? Is that because of that? What the? Oh, reflection. Very good. Okay, so then we go where context isn't null. We can select, what are we selecting? What I actually want to do is a dictionary. I've completely forgotten how to do this. I think you just do, what do we need? We need the service and the context. And then we do this. And then we go to dictionary. And we pass in our key selector. And our thingy. Context is our key. And then we have a value selector. No, I don't want to come out element selector. There we go. Cool. And this can all get shoved into services, which is now a dictionary of type to T. I guess that's an object, isn't it? Oh no, it's a T. Oh, that needs to be an object. And then this needs to cast to a T. Now I need to give it a name. Fine. You want to make me give it a name? I'm going to give it a nice one. Okay. And so then all this needs to do is go return services dot value or default type. Well, that was easy, I think. I don't believe the compiler should run an engineer on itself off. Well, yes, well. Also, technically, I don't work on the compiler. I just work in the same repository as the compiler. And if I ever change any code in it, it'll probably be an accident. But we'll see. That might just work. And I guess there's only one way to find out. And I think I even finished writing the code. I did. Oh, there's errors. Yeah, I don't want a service provider. I need a factory of tool previews. What else we got? Using directive. I love that using directories stop me from working. It's so good. Darren, this is your fault, I'm guessing. Oh no, wait. Yes, it is. That's your fault. Fix that. Thank you. Track renderer can be removed. Yeah, sure. All right, let's see if this works. So the theory is, if this works, previewing will not be broken. This is the bar we have set ourselves here. We are not breaking things. That's a pretty high bar. If you haven't watched this stream before, that's a pretty high bar. But we'll get there. Okay, we have tracks, we have a pointer, we have that. So this is all looking good. You ready? You ready? You ready? Oh my god, it worked. Yes. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. I love it. Awesome, 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 awesome. Cool. See, this is great. This is building blocks. Because we need to do all sorts of these little things. This is cool. I would love to do a more specific version. The factory's okay-ish, but I don't love it as much as I would love. Maybe, do we do the full context thing? I don't know. Who's pinging me on Teams? Can't you see I'm streaming? Oh, it's Ryan telling me about my own Twitter tweet. Oh no, sorry, that was a different tweet. Ryan, if you're not watching this stream right now, you should be. All right. What do we do? What do we do? Do we go the whole hog? Should we try this? I do have one. I feel like we need to do some handle multiples first, because there is absolutely nothing stopping me doing this. And this presumably, I mean, I don't know. Let's find out what this does just for fun. Surely it's going to throw an exception, right? I don't know. Maybe? I feel like we should handle this case, because the one negative of attribute-based things, yep, there we go. That's actually annoying though, because if this is an exception, can we fix it? Oh no, we can. ToDictionary, cool. It's not an exception in the container. The one annoying thing about attribute-based DI is it's very undiscoverable, and so it's hard to, well, it's easy to get it wrong, is what I was going to say. The other problem is it's hard to, like, if you don't know it's there, right? How do I've created a tool previewer. What's it for? Oh. Yeah, which is unfortunate. Which actually now makes me think, like, should we have should we do that? Because then at least that can be part of the interface. See, that's discoverable. It's not as pretty, but it's discoverable. You're playing Forza. Wait, Forza 2 or Forza as well? Um, I don't know. What do you think about the property? Is discoverability an issue? I kind of think maybe discoverability is not an issue because it's it's my project. Actually, you know what would be fun? Writing an analyzer for this, actually. That would be a fun exercise. Yes, thank you, Scott. Exactly. A trains content analyzer. Well, actually, I didn't even think of that. That's a good idea too. I was thinking an analyzer that says, hey, you've implemented iTool Previewer, but you haven't supplied a context attribute. In fact, yes, see, we could go here and we could say iContextual, and then that could ban imports that don't have a context. That's a nice idea. I wouldn't worry about discoverability either. There are only 15 people watching this stream and you've all discovered it. Well done. Having DI in general will lower discoverability. That's true. It's very true. There was Darren can attest to this because there was many things about how do I create a tool. So you just ask for one and you shall receive. But actually, let's do this. Let's just fix this first before we check in this factory. Because we also have this fancy order attribute. And so what would be cool is if I say order 10 here and order 5 here, and just for good measure, I'm going to put this one at the top of the class, is if this gets imported above this one. I think that would be nice. So let's do that. Where is our factory? So our factory now the easy way to do this actually is to have our factory take an ordered list. Does this order by, yeah, this order is ascending. Default is 0. Yeah, I can just make this factory take an ordered list. But I don't know that I can. Let's have a look. DI is a leaky abstraction in general, don't at me. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a fun topic of argument that I think Darren, Scott, and I have had many discussions over the years about, and whether DI is good or bad versus IOC being good or bad separately is also interesting. In one of my first streams, when I wrote all of this code that does this service discovery code, I actually did it via just direct injection, as in newing up all the classes manually, to sort of show that declaring your dependencies is separate from having a container. It's interesting. I think I benefit from not having to come up with an API. I'm just creating this little train game, and that's it. So it's nice. I get to be lazy. Excuse me. Okay, so let's get services. So what I should be able to do is this. Can't talk. The only problem with talking. Oh, excuse me. Talking too much. Build, hello. If this works, this is really nice because this now gets to be, excuse me, gets to be a T. It didn't work. The invocation of the constructor on type main window that matches the specific binding constraints. What? Oh, this is, sorry. I'm still using a dictionary here. Right. Is there not an overload of 2 dictionary that says ignore ignore if it's already there? I guess that's comparer. No, that's just going to be the comparer to pass to the dictionary, isn't it? That's annoying. Oh well, I'll do it manually. Yeah, let's do it manually. Unique on key. Oh, distinct. Is that first though? Should be. I'm just gonna do it this way. This way is easy. I mean, sorry, I meant does distinct guarantee that the one that it will give you is the first one in the list? It probably does, but I don't know. I don't care enough. Distinct on the context. Yeah, anyway. What's wrong with this? This may be null. I guess that needs to be a T. What's wrong with you? All right. Then we can just go. I'm just ignoring your link comments. I don't care. Just don't care. Look, how easy is that? Faster, uses less memory. I've fucked up though somewhere. Context may be null. I should like debug a cert or something, but I don't care. A type parameter like T is already nullable, you can't put a question mark on it. Yes, you can. You just have to do this. Yeah, it's not nullable. It's what's the word? Oblivious. So it's neither null nor non-null, but you can't put the question mark on it because a nullable struct is a very different thing to a nullable reference type. Since it's lazy eval. Yeah, actually that makes sense about distinct. You're probably right. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, since it's lazy, it would be a lot harder for it to not return the first, I guess. If you want to be correct about it, well, you know, sometimes. Really, explicit types in var. I guess that makes sense. All right, so this. What are we testing here? Actually, I know what I'm testing. I want to test this. I want to make that a 1. This should break track preview. That's how you know something's working. You got to break it first. Oh my god! I just noticed someone gave me 100 bits yesterday. That's really weird. I didn't stream yesterday. Thank you, Coil Twitch bot. I'm guessing you're some kind of bot. Yay, no preview. It works. All right, awesome. So this now means that somebody can come in and take over track previewing. But Wow, that added a what the? I turned on word wrap apparently. But before we can do that, we need to change this. Yes. Because the default was 0, which means no one could overtake. Well, I guess negative numbers are a thing that exists. Anyway, alright, cool. I think that's pretty nice. Now. Yeah, I think that'll do for now. Let's commit that, and we will see where we go from here. What did I do? I don't even know. All right, what's next? It's 9:30. We have achieved too much. I've just clicked on the word assembly. Okay, should we keep playing with DI? Should we go the hard? I really want to do the hard mode, where context is automatic. I guess this is a good enough example, because I can't think of another one. Yeah, let's do that. So, the real cool bit is I want this to be a layout, this to be a layout. Now actually that's, is that going to work? How is this used? Yeah, see, this is a bad example because the rest of my code doesn't use this method. The renderers though, I feel like, no, that takes a track. That's not going to work either. Grr. Okay, I need to come up with an example, a better example for where I can use the. I guess that would be. I guess that would be here. Although, what's the benefit of that? The benefit of this, so what I was thinking was, let's say that this says, hello, I know how to do tracks. There's not really much benefit to that. The only benefit to that would be that it doesn't need to specify the ordering. Maybe there is no example of the cool way. Maybe it's just a cool idea and that's why I wanted to do it. I don't know. Renderers could do it. So here I could say I know how to render tracks. That could be interesting because the order could come from somewhere else. And actually that probably will be interesting if we have custom tracks, I guess. Maybe. But still, it's still going to have to take in all of this specific stuff. I guess it wouldn't need a name. Yeah, maybe there's no example. That makes sense. This renders many tracks. Yes, so this renders all of the tracks, which is essentially saying, you know, in the same way that this previewer previews all of the tracks, not a specific track. The way that I think about context, if you like, is, so we kind of have these layers in this game, right? Which is best represented by this. These layers of rendering all stack up, and yes, you could have a monorail. And so I think of the context is of this render. So this tracks turns off the track rendering, that would turn off the track layer, and you know, it would disable the track tool because the layer's gone. I mean, I could just do that, but it's not much fun. Plus, tools, you know, not every layer has a tool, which is fine, but some layers will need two tools because terrain needs an up and a down. Also, is not working? Oh wait, it didn't turn on. Hey, it works. tool settings. Tool settings are not a generic concept. Sorry, bad luck. You have a terrain tool, it can have state. I know you hate state, but just do it. Anyway, you're going to find it impossible to draw these tracks, so it doesn't matter. Terrain system's never going to fly. There, I said it. Alright. Let's do something different then. Let's do a UI. Let's do a thing. Alright. What I would like to do... no, I gotta think about that more. Let's do a game mode. So let me explain what I'm thinking here. If we go to our issues, gameplay. So what I was thinking before was this thing. Trains are only created at train factories. I think it would be interesting to have a piece of something that you plonk down that essentially goes, you know, say here, and it produces trains rather than being able to say train, 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 right? Magical trains. Rather than magical trains, I think factories would be cool. So I was going to say let's do that, but I think I need to think through that a bit more. Which means I need more showers, and I'm not going to make you wait while I go and have a shower. So instead, I think what I'm going to do is game mode, which essentially means, so this button here is silly because it turns everything off. What this should really be is construction mode, which means you can build tracks, versus play mode, which means you can't build tracks, you can't erase tracks, but you can put down trains, and you can adjust their speeds and things. So I think we should do that, which means I need to revisit the thing I hate the most, which is all of my shitty buttons. Actually, what about making the buttons look better? Wasn't there skier dot? I've forgotten how to do this. There's a way to make the buttons look better, and I've forgotten how to do it. How do you turn on skier buttons in this thing? Yeah, skier buttons. I know I did this before. Hang on. Oh, actually, you know what? There's a new version of Skier that maybe supports, maybe supports WebAssembly. Yeah, it's global skier dot something. Oh, I wish I remembered. Internal. Nope. 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 Oh, this initializes WF anyway. Registered. Ah, that's it. It was the register. Was something on registration, I think. Register replacement views. That might be it. Oh, maybe that's not it. Now I'm not sure. Wait, what does this do? Register in generic. Alright, well, this is riveting to watch, so I'm just going to stop doing this and rewatch one of my old streams. Yeah, let's upgrade some dependencies and see what happens. There's actually other stuff we could do. There's performance stuff we could do too. Still tempted to draw the whole canvas. Packages. Alright, I've forgotten the version number is the only thing. Oops, not the console. Nougat. Got a bing for nougat. 2.80.1. Comet, I guess, needs to be updated as well. Probably more things. Probably things will break now. Let's see if it builds. Wonder if I can find the sample quickly. Sample. And a skier. Skier button sample. Open with Skype. Yes. Whoa. No, that doesn't tell me anything. Alright, did it build? It did. That's a worry. Skier controls, that could be it. Thank you, Scott. Hey, thank you very much. You are too kind. It's installing now? Did it not build before? I could have sworn I pressed the build button. Oh well. Everyone's joining the Discord, which is awesome, and more reason for me to beat up on Darren next time he tries to talk to me about trains anywhere else. And that's always fun. I quite like this music now. Maybe you're onto something, Darren. But maybe not. Alright, the build succeeded. Are you running the thing? Run the thing. You're gonna build again, really? Thank you, Visual Studio. Okay. Hey! Oh, yes. These are the fancy buttons. Look at that. Official soundtrack. No. These buttons are cool. These buttons need to obviously be fixed. But these buttons are cool. They're very big. They're actually too big. I can't see them all. Solar Fields. Is it royalty free? Oh no, my UI thread. Oh. That's very worrying. I fixed that bug. Huh. Yeah, that's definitely okay. Now this will be fun. Is that broken because of the new Skier version, or is that broken because of the new controls? Let's see. Honestly, for most like programming music, when I listen to music, I just listen to songs I've heard before a million times. Here, look at that. It's the buttons. That's very interesting. Oh no. Okay, hang on. Maybe I just didn't pick a good spot. The terrain, not the terrain. No, it's not moving. I need to... Whoa! I need to put down a train somewhere. There we are. It's actually going to move around. And no, I still have a UI thread up. Didn't I fix this? The new thread stuff. Maybe? This is a little bit better. It could be that new thread stuff, because now everything's on one thread, isn't it? Rendering and game loop. Although, whoa. Sorry, I've maximized the window. Now I can't unmaximize the window because the UI thread is... I guess I can click that button? No, I can't click any buttons now. So the bigger the window is, the more the UI thread gets stuck. And now my little train is stuck in this little loop even, so I'm just forever. Does Alt F4 work? Nope. Task Manager. Trains. At least it doesn't use much CPU for hogging the entire system. I feel like it was worse with the buttons though. Yeah, rendering's on the UI thread, it switches for embelling. Yes. But does it wait? I can't remember. Yeah, no, that is worse. That is worse. I mean, I don't know how often it's rendering these buttons. I'd be curious to know. But, yeah. You think it's over switching, it doesn't wait. Well, that's good. If it doesn't wait for it to draw, because your timer does wait, right? So I think that's okay. Anyway, let's not worry about that. We've upgraded Skier. That'll do. We can worry about buttons later. I thought of something else that I wanted to... another bug that I had to fix. I've been meaning to fix forever. Speaking of over things. It is in here. No, it's not. It's in here. And it's in here. I've decided I'm fixing a little bug. I'm not going to do anything big. Sorry. This thing. Last drag cell is used to not fire off drag events in the same cell more than once. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, good. This bug I was going to fix is already fixed. That's the second time today. This is a terrible name because I have draggable tools and the drag cell is not used by the draggable tool. Cool. Well, there we go. All right. Now I really don't know what to do. All right, back to a game mode. So, it kind of needs to be another toggle button, but I don't really want it to be, but that's all right. We'll fix up the UI later, right? Surely. Maybe. So we're going to have a build mode, and I think we'll default it to true. And then we're going to do this. Does configuration control the build mode button, or does the build mode button control configuration? Tough choice. Okay, so this is... can I provide a... I want a function for this. Well, we'll work it out. So if build mode is on, then this should say play. Otherwise, it should say build. And we're gonna toggle all of this stuff. And now we need to work out which tools go with building and which tools go with playing. So that's interesting. This is where context will be interesting because I can tag the context. That is very interesting. We're gonna do it with a property. showing build mode. And actually, that's actually kind of nice because now I can just go this. I don't need to call this twice. Yeah, it's still not build mode. Oops. Okay, let's see if this works. Where's my to-do list? There it is. So eraser is definitely in build mode thing. Ooh. I need both because pointer needs to work in both modes. So I actually need a build mode and a show and play mode, which is interesting. Oh, that's annoying. Two properties. False with the capital F because VV. I probably should have done this with an enum, I guess. Never mind. Free mode? Full question mark. No. Never. It does make me wonder if I should have done something other than a property. But never mind. We're here now. We're gonna do it. Enum. Flagged? Yeah, flag would have worked. Or I could have just had 3 states. Yes, no, and all. No. Alright, so we're gonna add this fella in. Whoops. Alright, so what are we doing here? We're going if showing if build mode and showing build mode or play mode. I think that makes sense. Maybe. I don't know. Let's just make it explicit. I can't be bothered. Wait, actually, does Roslyn have a simplifier thing? Is there an analyzer or something where it can remove? No. Add braces. Oh, yes, please. Add braces. Thank you very much. I think there's some kind of simplifier where it can do this. You can certainly invert. I can replace ands with ors. Oh, that's tricky. That's very tricky. Monitor mode with train performance graph. A graph on the diagnostics window is not a bad idea. Flagged enum with helpers since if you add terrain mode. Well, terrain's not playing. Terrain is building. I think. Particle mode. They're electric trains. There's no particles. Maybe. Maybe there's sparks flying over the wheels or when they break too suddenly for the edge of the thing. Okay, hey, we're in play mode. We're in build mode. Wait, I thought I had that text backwards. So this works except for pointers. And except for the fact that that's clearly not. Oh, I love it. Cool. Oh, we're almost there. So that's in play mode. That's in build mode. Yeah. Should that say switch to play? I don't know. I'm fine with it. This is not working. If we're in build mode and we want to show in the build mode, or we're not in build mode and we want to show in play mode. Oh, continue. Wait, why did anything show then? have clearly not thought about this code that I've just written. So this is, yeah, it's going well. Why? What? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wait a minute. And this should also... this current tool, I need to reset that. Okay, so that is build mode. Right, this is what I intended. This is build mode. This will switch to play mode. That's better. Okay. Helps if you put the thing. Yeah, I feel like this needs to be the right way around. Actually, what happens if I make this a normal button? Does it not have as many overloads? Oh yeah, of course, it doesn't have a state. Yeah. Oh, good night, Aaron. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. You can watch the last 20 minutes on YouTube if you're really keen tomorrow. I wouldn't bother. Cool, so draw some tracks, switch. Yeah, so we're still in track mode. Okay, so I can actually do this here, which is a little dodgy. But since when do I care? Use a control delegate. Current tool value is null. Set tool. I thought there was a way to set the tool. Train controls. No, that's train. Huh. Really would help if I could type. Value. Yeah, that's settable. Is it just is this just nullable reference types? Oh well, that's just my badness. This thing should be one of them. How many errors did that introduce? Using directive is unnecessary. Sure. Yeah, okay. I guess that actually makes sense because the current tool, it would always go back to pointer. Yeah, but that's okay because this is only going to go back to a temporary. So this should now switch back to pointer. It doesn't. It switches to nothing. That's funny. So what I'm expecting there is this will set it to null, but then it'll call this, and this code will kick in and we'll set it to the first thing. Which, excuse me, there's that's annoying. I guess we have to do it manually. I don't want to do this anymore. This has become too long to put in a silly lambda. Switch game mode. And I will create a local. I want a local. See you, Roman. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for your contribution. The context attribute will forever link you to this wonderful program. Um, all right. I want this. Um, and then we're going to go with tools dot first or defaults. Nope. Show. Um, yes. There we go. All right, let's see if this works. If nothing else, it at least reduces the number of things of UI that are on the screen. So build mode, yay, it switches back to pointer. Awesome. Put down a train, switch back, automatic. That's cool. Yeah, so it at least switches there. The normal buttons look fine. I don't even need that to be a toggle button. These kind of do. If I can get rid of all the toggle buttons, then I can switch to those skier buttons. And then back to solving UI issues. I've lost my thing because I closed it. Yeah, let's make this a normal button because this is doing nothing for me. What I should do, I should clean up these tools though. I don't like those two balls. Yay, everything works. Yeah, okay, let's clean up the balls. The balls. So, should we do it with the context just for fun? Seems a bit silly. Look, I made a hammer. What can I use it on? Yeah, no, it's a bit too silly, even for me. And I'm not afraid of silliness normally, but tool mode. We are going to have build, play, and all. Very simple, straight to the point. You are going to get mode. And now I fix a billion errors again. All right. Tool mode. Oh, really? Oh, namespaces. Oh, I should fix that. Oh, well, now you can't, but you could have before. Okay. Um, so trains are in play. Pointers are in all. Tracks. Build. Cool. Actually, I've also just realized this makes my whole Boolean logic very easy. So I shouldn't. I should have done this from the start. Use regex. Oh, to fix the things. No. We don't do regex around here. Alright, so this is not an enum, but this No, sorry, not this. This one. So if we're in build mode and the tool dot mode, oh no, this doesn't simplify. Does this simplify anything? We're just gonna do this. So this is build mode. Dot mode. Switch. Love a good switch. So if we're in build mode, and this is tool mode dot build, then true. Oh, found a bug. Play, then true, and otherwise, love it. Now the compiler would tell me if any of these were redundant, and this more looks like a a truth table. And is this? Oh, operation cancelled. That's interesting. That's very interesting because what version am I on? Oh no, 16.7. Okay. Yep, that's happening in 16.7. That is not interesting. I take it back. What is going on here? I'm not missing a brace, am I? No. What? No, this is not real. This is because Roslyn crashed. Because the squiggle doesn't line up. Yep. Okay, cool. It builds. Can I do that? Goodness. It's never gonna be null. Whatever. Alright, let's see if this enum works. And then I think I'm gonna cut my losses and say that was a short but sweet stream. This is... Oh yeah, that is working. Oh look, they're all queuing. Oh. Now, will they all even out to find a speed where they can all be moving at once, or will there forever be gridlock? Nope. Looks like this is gridlock simulator. That's cool. If you ever want to know why cars get gridlocked, this is an educational game now. So now these ones are all gonna find the right speed. This one's gonna wait forever. Poor little fella. Now these gonna even out again. Yep, see, now they've evened out. Oh, that's so cool. Oh no, we have rolling gridlock now. Oh, I love it. I love it. Anything cool in 16.7 Preview 4? I don't know. It's been a while since I've paid much attention. Nothing that I've done. Cool. Play, build, configuration. That button needs to go somewhere else. What does it look like if we put that button down the bottom? Down there. I really need to fix this UI sometime. Alright, that works. Cool. And actually, we can do one more thing. We can do this. Um, oh, oh, configurations shown. Right, whoops. So if we're showing the configuration or we're in build mode, no, not build mode, I think, for that one. See how that works. Okay, so we're building our tracks. We switch over to play. Yes, that's much nicer. And if we're in configuration mode, we also can't see it. And, you know, I really do quite like the declarative UI. As ugly as this is, that's entirely my fault. I really still do like this comment stuff. I don't know whether to keep it. I'm in two minds. I really could just draw the whole thing in Skier and it would probably be easier, especially now that I've got those few little bits of, extensions in DI. Cool. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to show you on my email. I'm going to get a dopamine hit. Tick. The ticking of that box just posted a message to the Discord, which is hilarious. I'm going to check in all of this, and I'm going to call it a night because that was quite productive. And next time, I promise I'm going to do whatever it is that I said I was going to do, which I've forgotten now. Was it factories? I think it's factories to produce trains, not you get what I mean. Oh, I need to fix up Comet. Do. Yep. All right. Cool. Well, that's pretty much me. Thank you for hanging out. We're gonna commit this. We're gonna send it up to the sky and create a release. Thank you for watching. We're gonna do now. Who is streaming? Should we raid somebody? I feel like we should raid somebody. I'm going to raid somebody. Who is streaming right now? Tim. Really? Mish is probably playing a game. You know, it's always very, very hard to know who to raid. It's like the hardest thing in the world. Second only to copying their username. All right. Thank you all. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed. Join the Discord, watch the YouTube, and I'm just going to spam the chat for a second here. Thank you. Catch you next week. Bye-bye.